How is everybody doing today? My name is James Willard. I am with Synergy Dance Sport here in beautiful Denver, Colorado. We have a beautiful sunshiny day, so I decided to bring to you some more tips on dancing and some more exercises that we can do. So I got to thinking about all the different things that we can practice that would be the best thing practicing by ourselves. Practicing by ourselves does so much for our dancing. A lot of you don't realize that, but as instructors, I would say a good 50 or more % of the time we're practicing by ourselves because we're developing that technique within ourselves before we can even try to develop technique with someone else. Okay, so as professionals, we're learning by ourselves, we're demonstrating the steps by ourselves a lot of the time. Okay, so when we take our examinations, we have to make sure we know the male and female part. We have to know how to explain things, how to teach things. We're testing on all these things. So that's the great thing about our organization that we have, which is Dance Vision with Mr. Wayne Ng, who's been doing some amazing things by sending out some free lessons as well as a great meditation today. So anyway, so what I was wanting to get to was one of the things that I see that a lot of people need to practice by themselves, because you can't get it unless you're actually practicing by yourself. And I remember the day that I worked on this a lot with the amazing Felipe Talon, who coached me when I used to live in Florida. So one of the things is making sure that we understand how we have to do our triple step. I'm going to talk about swing. So it doesn't matter which way you start. We're just going to be doing the triple step part. So we have triple step with rock step, unless male part, triple step, rock step. Okay, that's your basic little thing. Okay. Now what I see a lot of is when people are starting their triple steps, their steps are way too big. Okay, one of the things that I tell everybody is you never want to think about reaching out for a triple step. You want to think about reaching underneath you. Why is that? I'm the type of person that is constantly asking why. So the reason why is because if you think about a triple step, how many beats of music is that? That is 2 beats of music, okay? But we have 3 steps. So we have to cut one of those beats in half. So we have half, this is how I analyze it and how it made a lot more sense to me, and it's made a lot more sense to my students, is that you cut that first beat in half, so you have a half a beat, and then you have a whole beat to actually do something with. Okay, so if we only have a half, and then a whole, those are different sizes. I always explain to it, if there's 3 people, 2 apples, we cut 1 apple in half, we have a half an apple, and a whole apple. They're not all the same size, okay? So 2 people are getting a half an apple, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about 2 of our steps, get a half a beat, okay? So if we're gonna be doing something that's faster, or we're gonna be doing something that we don't have as much time to do, that means we need to think about things being a lot smaller. So instead of going out for a step, I wanna think about reaching down for the step, okay? So I think about that my steps has to be very small, almost together. Then I have that whole beat that I can actually go to the side. So I have a half a beat, whole beat, go to the side. And if I just practice that, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, or 1 and 2, 3 and 4, okay? So I always have this little rhyme that I tell everybody, little, big, little, big. I have a cute story that my mom used to always say. Love my mom, she was an amazing lady. My students are all used to hearing me tell stories about my mom. I'm from the South. She was one of the most loving persons in the world, and she used to always sing this song to me. I'm gonna sing it to you, who cares, okay? It's basically, I love you little, I love you big, I love you like a little pig loves slop. And then she'd make this little sound at the end. So she would always tell us that. And so I sing that, little, big was a little pig, okay? That's just my little fun thing because it reminds me of my mom. She passed away 2 years ago. Just a few days ago was her anniversary. Amazing woman. Loved the fact that I was dancing. She always wanted to be a dancer. So she was always supportive of everything I did. So that's my little rhyme. So I'm always thinking about almost like in place, then I move, in place, then I move. And this is just a basic way of you practicing it. So if you think about just stepping in place first or reaching down, then reaching out, okay, I better back up, I don't know if you can see my feet. Reaching down, then reaching out. Reaching down, then reaching out. So this is basically helping you get that wonderful rhythm that we have in swing. 1 and 2, I have a whole beat. That whole beat is gonna allow my hip to go ahead and settle and swing, and then I want to bring this foot in and step down again, 3 and 4. I have the whole beat to create that swing of the hip, because basically it's called swing. Why is it called swing? Because we're swinging our hips. Another exercise that I use in swing is, I will tie my students' legs together. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I have, but with elastic bands, so they get the understanding of that resistance in their hips. But what I want to make sure is happening, I'm stepping down, stepping to, and then I'm going 1 and 2 to the side. Now I'm creating this swing, okay? What I call swing sway. It's basically how our hips swing, and our hips will swing so that we can, while we're doing swing. Then I go this way. Now, a lot of people kind of don't get that action of their hip. So what I tell people at first is pretend like you're just bouncing your hip on the corner. We all do this every day. We all wait in line, we shift our hips, which is called transferring, okay? We're transferring our weight from foot to foot. So basically what I want to do is get used to putting my hip over here and then bouncing a little bit and think about triple step, okay? So that way I'm making sure I'm using the balls of my feet so that I'm going little big was a little pig, or and place step, and place step. Okay, so that's just a little helpful hint. If you want to practice that with swing music, that'd be the greatest thing. So you have bump ba-dum, bump ba-dum, bump ba-dum, bump ba-dum. If you want to do it just triple steps back and forth, that's the way I used to practice it. Or I would do, if I'm a follower, I'm doing 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock step. If I'm a leader, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock step, okay? Which is your swing basic. And the more that I get used to that, bringing that foot underneath me and not stepping out too big, that is gonna help you to, 1, keep the rhythm of the swing, to give it more emphasis of that swing sway. So those are the things that it's gonna help you with. And also it's just, I just see that a lot in the swing. I see people trying to do a triple step with their feet apart a lot of times, like that. So we wanna make sure we have good technique, good dynamics. The technique is not there just for competitive dancers. And that's what I have a lot of people ask me a lot. They're like, well, I don't want to compete. I don't want to do shows. So, why should I work on technique? I just want to learn steps. Because just going out and dancing and having a great time, the better you are at doing that, the more people you're going to have fun dancing with, okay? That helps, it makes it easier for you. The more we learn to use our body the way it should be used in dancing, and understand the kinesiology of the movement, then we can actually execute it a lot safer and a lot more fun, and it'll be easier for you, all right? So thank you so much for tuning in and watching my little video that I'll be posting. Again, we do have a YouTube channel. You can look up James Williard. I just built it yesterday, just adding it to it. I'm not a genius at YouTube yet, but I'm going to be. And check out our YouTube channel. I'll be posting more of these videos there. You can also make sure you subscribe to it, share it, and do everything you can to make sure that we get it out there during this time right now. Again, if you'd like to donate some money for to our studio, because right now we aren't teaching because of the social distancing that we're doing. So we were told that non-essential businesses should not be open at this time. So the best way that we can continue is and keep our doors open for when we come back, and to keep our teachers being able to pay their bills and stuff like that, is to create a donation. So you can find our Venmo account or a PayPal account that I'll be posting with these videos. All right. Thank you so much for watching this, and hopefully we'll see you soon on the dance floor. And this is James Williard from Zenergy Dance Sport, telling you to keep dancing alive and so have a social distance party. We're gonna have a great time. Thank you so much.